he's been in on this, and he's basically tried to use Lou, who is quite vulnerable, and he's used us, where we're just trying to get on with our life now after everything that we've been put
No. Yeah, can I just say, Bill? No, what the way it's come across over to you, babe, was that he was being manipulated, bullied.
Yeah, I'm going to play it, babe. I've got the recording.
But it's being played upon you, and you've been the person, because they know that you would never, ever turn any man or woman away that's going through any sort of domestic violence or anything like that. That's why they've targeted you specifically, because of that, and they've played on that. You do know that.
And Darren and Katie, nobody's saying he hasn't had that illness, and nobody should be asked to prove the illness. It's all of the other things that's gone on behind the scene, that he came on calls with several people and saying he was asking for help. That's what he was asking for, and saying he was being abused in lots of different ways, saying he was scared of people, he was frightened to come forward, and that's what he was putting out. So it's not about questioning his illness. Nobody's questioning that, but he's making everybody out to be a liar.
I would never ask for proof for anybody's illness. Like, that's not my business. You know what I mean? I'm just relaying now that I don't really want to speak about what he's been through. I don't know him. I don't know enough about it. This is not about that. This is about whether people are being playing. You're going to listen to it for yourself.
I'll sit on mute, Katie, but I'm here if you want me.
Go on. Right, so I'm going to play. Let me just.
I'm going to sit on mute as well, babe.
Okay, babe. So this is the live this morning. So, does anybody need a recap of actually what? I think you've seen. I think most people have seen a lot. You all know that Rob jumped up into Pearl's box. Me and Pearl had a conversation with Rob beforehand. He told us a lot about what Lakeisha had been putting him through, and I do think that when let me just pause that a minute. When he jumped up into the box, which I'm going to play, he didn't really seem like he wanted to talk, and I didn't want to talk on his behalf. It's not my story to tell. Now, I'm going to play you what Lakeisha says on her live this morning, where she's insinuating that Rob knew all about it, and they were in on it together, basically. Now, we don't know right now whether Rob was in on it. We know how manipulative and evil Lakeisha is. We all know that. And she's trying to throw Rob under the bus. But either way, she's trying to make out like me, Darren, Lou, and she was also done on your platform, wasn't it, Pearl? Have manipulated a man who is very poorly, and blackmailed him into lying just to throw hate on her. So let me just get these up. I'll just play you the live from this morning. So this is part one.
Right, guys. I'm only on for 10 minutes and then I have to leave, okay? But I've got a few things to say, which is it's very serious. Now, I'm going for a break in Spain, okay? And I'm going to be there, but I have an announcement to make. I need to, before I leave, I need to leave you with something that you wouldn't have understood, so you can actually get it now. And this is coming from my mouth as well, and it'll also as well come from high up as well, and I needed to leave you with this. Now, certain individuals have been trying to destroy me for 2 years, and in my head I wasn't able to get around them people to understand the lengths that they were going to. Unfortunately, my dearest friend Rob, there's a lot of things that you...
I'm just going to pause that now, because a lot of you might have seen us showing all the proof and this, I feel like this is her last chance to try and cancel me, tear me down, make me out to be this bad person, because I've shut down every single lie that she said the past couple of weeks. I've showed all the proof, showed all the evidence of everything, you know, the court case, all of it. So she's got nothing else she can throw at me now, because we've proved it this week. I'm not going to go through that again tonight. But I feel like this is her last attempt to try and just make us out to be these evil people that we've done all this anyway.
You're not going to understand right now. Now, Rob was used, not by myself. Now, what I want you to listen to, I want you to listen to what I've got to say. I want you today to go on the videos when Rob went on Pearl's panel, and I want you to listen to what Rob says. I want you to listen to what the other people around Rob are saying as well. And I want to make you aware of this. Let's go back to a couple of weeks when Luge Reviews went on her live and said that Rob had contacted her.
Just to let you know, Lou, or anybody, if you want to jump in at any time and want me to pause it to have your say, just let me know.
Yeah, no problem.
Him coming back online and stuff like that. Now we know that that's not the truth. I've got the full truth now. 28 minutes recording between me and Rob. He's rung me this morning. He's absolutely devastated with what's happened. He can't believe he's been used in such a way. I can't go into detail with everything because, like I said, I do need to protect Rob. I also need to protect myself. Some things have happened with Rob because when he was approached by a certain individual, he messaged me and he was scared. And I told him to go ahead with it. I said, you do what you need to do, but just keep your name out of it.
Yep.
So actually Rob wasn't approached. I did show the receipt. So he commented in my live saying he needed advice. I sent him my number. I've showed all of that and he video called me and that's how the contact was initiated.
Yeah, and also Lou has showed the receipt of that today, but also I'm not going to play the full video and stuff that was spoke about confidential just yet, but I will play as the start of the recording of this phone call where Rob came to us.
Hiya, babe. Oh, I'm just connecting through his computer by accident. Can you hear us, Rob?
Yeah, no problem.
Hello, Rob, are you okay?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely wonderful. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Just plodding along as normal.
Yeah, I've just been pissing about with my computer.
How are you getting on?
Yeah.
So that's the start of it. You can clearly see that I didn't come to Rob with that. And then I'll just play you this one because she does start talking, but she says in these, so I'll just play it now so it's done, that we pressured Rob on this, we pressured him and we've manipulated him and we've blackmailed him. So
Well, to be fair, I've got a few. I obviously need to ring the police and stuff, and then we need to have the conversation. So it's no rush anyway. We just take our time. We don't have to rush into anything just yet.
Yeah.
You've obviously only just come out with all of this to us, and it's massive for you to come out to trust us. We feel honoured that you've come to us and you trust us with this, and we will do everything to support you.
I've been contacted by two.
So as you can hear from that, absolutely no pressure, no blackmail, nothing was done from our side. And we did say, this is all in your time, take your time with it, do whatever. So that just shuts that lie down, but I'm just going to go back to this.
She did. And he was pressured to say things he didn't want to say. This is left
You can't hear no
in a
pressure
very
there.
uncomfortable situation because he's very ill. He is very, very ill. And what they've done to him whilst he's been ill to get revenge back on me because of Katie is going to speak volumes back on my return. So when she thought she was funny doing this to people that had stage 4 cancer and the calls and everything, I've got everything. I already knew everything that was going on. We just wanted to see how far and twisted she would go.
Katie, sorry.
So is it.
I never seen this morning. Is she for real? That's why Rob came to us and said he was being blackmailed and he was being abused in every way imaginable from Keisha. That's why everybody got involved, because this man was making himself as vulnerable and a very ill man. That's why everybody got involved, and he approached everybody else. Nobody approached him. Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is what we've been like all day. Our heads have been gone with it because either she's lying or, because I'm going to show you some screenshots of what she's put up on her post today, where she says that Rob knew all about it and was texting her the whole way through. And this is what we need to get to the bottom of. Rob's had ample opportunity to come up today to tell us, you know, he was quick enough to jump in the box with you, Pearl. He's quick enough to come to us and tell us that she's been doing this and that to him. But why haven't you jumped up today? You know, you've had the whole app support with this.
Exactly,
But
I'm raging.
he should have put up messages this week where they've been talking. You've had the whole app support. Everyone had your back to get you away from all this abuse that you've told us you've been dealing with. So why have you been going back there now and contacting her first? And if you have been being blackmailed and you are still scared, then why aren't you coming to tell us now? Because you told us quick enough last time and you got all of our support.
And these recordings, what was said to Rob on the phone, everything that was said, how he was approached, the lot, you're going to get everything. And you're going to see how twisted Katie is. You're going to see what this woman did and how she manipulated a man that had stage 4 cancer to go up there to make lies about me to suit her own narrative. Now, she's been trying to contact Rob. Lose Reviews has not contacted Rob since using him and abusing him on her live. And
so I'll tell you the point where I stepped away a little bit from Rob. I sent him a lot of messages afterwards. He wasn't really replying to them. I asked him about, because obviously on the phone call, and we said in your live, Pearl, about, you know, taking it to the police. He said he did have the receipts. He's constantly said he's got the receipts and he's going to go to the police. Then he never actually went to the police or spoke to me about it again. And I thought to myself, I need to step up. If you're not going to go to the police after, you know, we're supporting you on the app and this, that and the other, then I need to take a little bit of a step back, but I have been checking in on him, if that makes sense.
Step back for similar reasons as well.
And Katie, that morning, that day when we were on the phone to him, we both said, do you think it's good coming to the app with it, Rob, or do you want to take this straight to the police? And he said, no, I want my story out there.
Yeah. And just to we don't know if he's gone to the police, but he hasn't discussed it with us. This is why I want to be so careful, because we do not know if Lakeisha is still manipulating him, but he hasn't come to any of us to clear this up. So right now, it's actually looking like Rob was involved in this, and this has been a setup. What we want, if it's not been a setup, is to him to come to us and say, this is what she's doing to me. Because right now, it's looking like you're involved as well, Rob.
Came on her live and said Rob had contacted her. I've now got the full truth of what went down. I have said to Rob, I am going to leave this situation because it is with the police. This whole
I just want to reiterate, this is nothing to do with his illness. I do not know enough about it. I do not respectfully want to know about it. This is about him coming to us and whether this has been a set-up, and he's set us up in Pearl's box and Lose Reviews with Lakeisha making out like he's being abused and stuff, because Lou, what was we like? We was losing sleep over it. We were so scared for this man. And I wish right now that I was the type of person just to play this recording, which you've just seen that I've got, to show you what this man was saying to us on the phone, which made us so worried about him that we felt like we needed to protect him. Darren was going to go down and pick him up and drive him to Lose Reviews. I asked him if he needed money through the night, if he needs a hotel or anything to go and stay. Like, this is how he made us feel.
Yeah,
I agree. Situation is with the police, the recordings, what was said to him. And like I said, you can't be mad with Rob. He was that petrified with these people ringing. He reached out to me and I said to him, go ahead with it, because we need to see how far this woman would go. We needed to see. And with all the voice recordings and what she was saying to Rob, he felt pressured, manipulated. He is ill. Nobody should have been used.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to play this again for new people in the room, and you can tell me now whether you think that this man sounds like he's being manipulated, pressured, used.
But if you obviously need to bring the police and stuff, and then we need to have the conversation. So it's no rush anyway. We just take our time. You know, we don't have to rush into anything just yet.
Yeah.
You've obviously only just come out with all of this to us, and you know it's massive for you to come out like to trust us. We feel honoured that you've come to us and you trust us with this, and we will do everything to support you.
I've been contacted by two hunters.
Yeah, there was no pressure or manipulation from our side, and there's more in that, but that's just what I could grab. I don't want to, yeah.
Nobody should have been used in such a way, especially when they had stage 4 cancer, to be dragged up to a panel in such a way. And like I said, everything that I do is done for a reason. Yes, when she was calling Rob and he messaged me, I did know about everything and I told him to go ahead with it. And that's why on Pearl's Price's panel, he wouldn't mention my name.
Katie, sorry, can I stop there? If everybody remembers my life, I said to him, because he started talking about his illness, and I said, Rob, can you just tell people what this live's about and what you told me on the phone call? And you said that she's using your home for a rug den and she's taking money off you and you're getting abused. And he answered that with, yes, I did say that. Sorry, Katie, go on. So her name was mentioned.
The truth, sweetheart. It's not the truth. So, Rob has said to me now I can be a moderator over there, which I will support him, but I'm not going to be speaking about this situation until it's all dealt with the police. I've now got all the recordings of what was said, the time scale, Lose Review's recordings of what she said on her live, and also what was said on Pearl's live as well. Now, what's really scary about this whole situation is Rob was made to believe that I was behind such an article, which he now knows isn't the truth. He also, as well,
But how does he know that that isn't the truth? You know, we've already delved into who sent the article, who was trying to shut us down. I feel like when that happens in your live, Pearl, sorry, not in yours, Pearl, sorry, in Best Girls Live, she thought that I was going to be in that live on that Saturday night, and she was going to be able to, because all she's been doing is trying to shut me down from showing how disgusting it was what she did to us less than 12 months ago, 3 months before we lost Tyler. She didn't want me to come on this app and have my say. She's been trying to silence me. Now, she thought I was going to be in that live with Best Girl on the Saturday night when Best Girl got sent the false information about Rob, and I believe that she thought that was her way of being able to cancel me, so I wouldn't have any credibility when I'm coming up to speak on what she's done to us. That's what I believe.
Also, as well, has...
But sorry, thankfully I was out on that Saturday night and I wasn't in the live.
I have to just say to him, like, how, you know, why would you use somebody that has stage 4 cancer and make out that person, myself, had taken money off of him during that difficult time?
Let me just say for some of the comments as well, we do not know what to think about this right now. If Rob is still being manipulated and blackmailed by this girl, we still want to support him. But right now, what she's doing is making it look like he was involved in this and it was all a plan. And he's came and he's used us and he's used Pearl and he's used Lou and he's used Darren. She's used all of us and he's been involved in it to create hate for us, to create mass hate for us.
Why approach somebody because they're my friend and put them in something as disgusting as this? Why pressure them into saying things and manipulating them on the phone calls into saying things and leaving them with no choice but to come up on a live because they feel threatened and intimidated? How do you feel now knowing that you've been played? How do you feel?
Wow.
How does that feel knowing that you were pressuring my friend that had stage 4 cancer to the point where he had to message me and say, I'm basically being blackmailed here. I've got no choice. And I told him, go ahead with it. Go ahead with it.
Wow.
And all the recordings afterwards I'm going to need. So when you're all sat there and you're saying all the police are going to be rung, this and helping my friend that's in this shit because he's absolutely petrified of these people and what they want him to say. When I said to you yesterday, I'm going to leave you with something, basically the person that's been sacrificed is the person that's put every piece on the board. When you deal with an individual like me and you are going to go around social media and I'm not going to be able to get in contact with you, have a moderator or anybody that can go be some kind of fucking sit in there for me. I need to know exactly the lengths that this woman would go to. Now, she didn't just do it to Rob and Katie, did you, Katie? You did it to the 2 travelling ladies as well that you brought up on Best Girls Live. It's not just Rob. There's that situation that's going to be coming out, Katie. So when you've took your time out, you've basically practically ruined yourself. I didn't need to ruin you. You see, when you are in and out of war, okay, you need to understand that, no, I'm not going to go back and forth with you because you will take me to court and you will have every penny off of me. So the best thing I can do is have you in the way that you won't expect. And that's what you call checkmate, sweetheart. So when all of yous contacted Rob, you know, I was already contacted. I have them recordings, Kate. I also have the full aftermaths of what happened. And I do know as well, Lose Reviews, that since you used Rob on your platform, you haven't contacted him. Katie, I also got all the messages of what you sent, what you've been sending Rob, saying to him what's happening here, because he sent me the messages yesterday. Yes, sweetheart, because he's one of my dearest friends. He knew that I was going through this situation and you were trying to make people believe that I'd come for a grieving family. I had to say to him, this is what's going to happen. The kingdom's going to fall and you're going to be used in the middle of it. They're going to contact you. Okay, and when they contact you, you will contact me and let me know. And that's what happened, Kate. You contacted him. It didn't go through Lose Reviews. Okay?
For anybody new in the room, Lou showed all of the proof today where Rob came to us.
I have the whole conversation, sweetheart. So what happened then was the conversation between me and Rob is, listen, you're going to have to go full force. Yeah, just don't mention my name while I'm doing it because this is all going to be a part of the events afterwards. At that point, yeah, Rob's had no choice.
Best Girl, we've tried to get Rob in. He's been sent this live. He has posted on his profile today. He's been in Lose today. He wouldn't comment. He's been floating around the app looking at this all day, but hasn't got in touch with any of us. Even to put his side across and say, "Geez, this isn't true." You know, I don't know what the word is for it, but
Just to give his side. Just to give his side.
to give his side, and say this is true or this. He's not obviously not going to come up and say, "Yeah, I was involved in this," but that's what's making us think now. Hang on a minute, have you set this up? Have you got in touch with us and told us about all this abuse that you've been enduring and, you know, everything that's been going on, and had us all losing sleep, Lou? Losing sleep, being worried about someone to come and drive for 3 hours to pick him up and drop him off at Lewes, contacting police, coming up in Pales, everything that he's been doing to get support. Look at the support he had in yours, Pale.
Yeah.
You know, this is making it look like Rob knew all about it and was involved in it, and also
we were
also needed
constantly
Rob to come
second guessing ourselves, weren't we? Like, are we doing the right thing? What shall we do? Like, we were worried. We just didn't know whether we were doing the right thing. We were trying to help him. That's all we were doing. And he's, shocking.
And Rob, if nobody's saying that she hasn't, we don't know what to believe right now. But if she has still been manipulating and doing these things to you, you have support. You know that. Like we did. Lou, how much support was we giving him?
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
you've still got that
In my
support.
opinion, I think there must be something behind it, Katie, because why would he send your messages to Keisha?
Well, that's what we're trying to work out, but she hasn't actually put, it's all just words and writing at the minute. She hasn't actually put anything up to show that Rob's done anything, which is why we're having to do this live now, because there's absolutely, me and Lou wanted to prove that there was no manipulation. She is not putting on our names that we have blackmailed or manipulated a sick man. Absolutely no way. I've just played the recording to you. Lou showed the evidence today where he has come to us. Now, you know, it needs to be said. He came up onto your live page. Do you know what I mean? Like, either they've all tried to take us for soft bastards, or, you know, she's still doing it to him and he needs safeguarding.
She has
Either
put a
way,
fact out.
serious.
She has, you know, the one fact that she has put out that we know that has got back to her is the live happening. So we didn't, you know, obviously tell anyone that the live was going ahead. So she's came out with that. So then he must have contacted her, because how would she have not knew we did it like that?
Yeah, but when
And
you
again-
listen to this from this morning, you'll pick up on certain things
Again,
that she
Katie,
said.
we don't know that Rob has sent your messages to her because he said he had all of hers and he never showed us anything
Yeah.
yet. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I think that's why we just need to listen to this and try and work out what's going on to clear all of our names, because me and Darren, especially on you, everybody is sick to death of having shit put on their names on this app.
You know
It's
what
like,
I
it's
think?
bad.
Sorry, Katie. I think because of the situation that just happened with Sharon, this, that, the other lately, and obviously Keisha's been going through a hard time, maybe Rob has reached out to her and said, I hope you're okay, and maybe that's it. It could be just as simple as that.
And then she's running with the lies about
Yeah.
him and
Yeah.
all of us.
Maybe it could. That's possible, isn't it?
Well, Rob, if you are watching, you've got loads.
Babe, that is possible. That is possible. And at this moment in time, nobody actually knows what's going on until Rob comes up and speaks his truth. Do you know what I mean?
No, we don't.
1,000,000%,
But what
yeah.
we have to do to protect ourselves, to protect everyone who's been involved, is show our evidence and speak our truth, because there's no way anybody's putting lies on our name again on this app.
Absolutely not.
Especially not
100%.
her when she caused all of this in the first place. What she's caused with us missing out on time with Isla, I'm not going to go into it, but that has been like, I can't even tell you how angry we are about it, and there's no way she's doing it again to us.
He didn't know what else to do. He had the whole app, including somebody else, which was Pearl, which was what Katie wanted on the phone. I'm not going to put any of this on Pearl.
And put it on Pearl even if she wanted to.
The thing is, though, she can't put nothing on anybody.
I was just
What
gonna
she's trying to
say,
insinuate,
Can't.
what she's trying to insinuate is whether she realises or not, we've got everything to back ourselves up, because when we were getting into that situation, because of all the games that have been played, Katie had to record the call to protect ourselves in case of a situation like this. Do you know what I mean? And here we are in that situation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Darren, just look what she's done this week. Just what Bab has just said with that lady. And there was a FaceTime video done where some sharp implement, I'll just say, was pushed into her side, then hit in with something else to make sure it went in. And then she said, no, it wasn't meant, this wasn't the plan.
It wasn't
So,
meant to go. This wasn't
yeah.
the plan. It wasn't meant to go this far. But
Yeah.
also, I think what we've worked out, correct me if I'm wrong, Blue.
levels that we go
Also,
to.
what we've worked out is
Mad.
when Sharon did this, somebody might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that this is right. She did this before 6 o'clock, and there was pictures getting sent around from Sharon and from Lakeisha, sending pictures and blaming people for it happening, saying, you've caused this, you've caused Sharon to do this. Then Jamie jumped onto the WhatsApp call, and it was then that Lakeisha said, well, after the pictures were sent around, do you want me to call an ambulance? Why have you left your friends? Why are you not in the car rushing down to your friends when she's tried to stick an object in her and it's hanging out of her? Why are you not in the car rushing down to your friends and on the phone to the ambulance? Why are you waiting and sending pictures around to people, blaming people? It's absolutely disgusting. This is what we've had to deal with all this week. And it's funny, isn't it, that it happens. Now it's come out that we don't even know whether it's, whether it was part of the plan or not, because they're so cryptic, but it's so bad. They were trying to jump on a live in the box and show people, like, it's Sharon sent the picture of herself to everybody, yeah? Like, this is what you're doing to people. Now, you've got to be clearly mentally unwell to even think about doing that. But then at the same time, who sends the pictures around to people, trying to blame them? And all the people that she got into that WhatsApp call weren't her friends. They were all people that she didn't like. Everyone was being added to this WhatsApp group to see this sticking out of her. All the people that she's had arguments with. It doesn't make any sense. And that happened on the night when I was going to do my live to show how absolutely vile they are and put all the proof out. Obviously, I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that when, but it all sort of ties in, doesn't it? And now we've got her coming out with this. It's the lowest I have ever seen this app, honest to God.
May I
agree.
That when you done something to yourself on New Year's Day, they done an 8-hour live on you on New Year's Day. After that, just let me add that.
Yeah,
Katie, I think you and Lou very, very well. It's very, 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 yeah, it's all well and good to prove yourselves out that you is innocent. I get that. And you are innocent. I know that. Because you've got the proof up there. But, do you know, Rob, of him not getting in contact? Yeah. I'm thinking, is there something deep there with Rob?
But this is what we're trying. This is what we're trying to work out. But from our point of view, best girl at the minute, she's trying to put all this and say that we've manipulated the sick man, so we just can't sit back and say nothing because this is how it escalated last time.
I get that. That's why I said you and Lou is very, very, very well knowing that you can prove for any time that you haven't done it yet. But my concern is Rob, still Rob, because I tell you why. If he's been on the app and if he's looked at things and he ain't spoke out, and I get it, he was too pleased to speak out before on news and Pale. He jumped up to do it. I get it. I understand that. But we're stopping him now. That's what's come in my head. Because Lakeisha told me the plan is supposed to be Delmark.
Yeah, I think that's deflection. I think we're trying to get away from the actual plan and just go on a different
I don't know,
path.
my Lou. I know nothing. I'm a fool. I'm stupid.
No.
But I'm just saying, with the Rob business, yeah, because we
Yeah.
have still got to bear in mind, I don't know what stage he's at, and it's none of my business, yeah. But we do know the man has got that C word.
He
Yeah.
could have reached out to us for privately and said, you know, when he's been watching this and he watched us this morning, don't forget he was wanting to come to my home, and now we're saying it's an experiment. So what was going to be experimented in my
Have
home?
you met him before, Lou?
He's came in my home with Keisha. I was their friends before, yeah. But so why hasn't I said on the stream, Rob, reach out and I'll keep it private and confidential. Just tell us.
See, I don't know what kind of character he is. I don't know if he's a nervous character. I don't know if he's a strong man, a weak man. Yeah, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe if I met him, maybe the man could be very vulnerable. Maybe it could be a man. Darren, you know what I'm on about. Put yourself off mute. Yeah, you get some men what's very gullible, if you know what I mean. If somebody says you got to do this, and do you know what I mean, Darren? Yeah.
I understand that. That what Katie was saying before, he still might be being manipulated.
Yes, yeah.
In the background, he could be, and that's what I was saying. If that is the case, we are still here to support him. Every single one of us.
But how are we going to find out this, Darren?
Yeah, 100%.
You're a man.
Either way, what Lakeisha's doing is absolutely sick because she's the one that's dragging him through all of this. She's either making people think that he was part of something and part of this plan and throwing she's lying about it. Do you know what I mean? She's either lying or she's obviously lying, do you know what I mean?
But again, Katie, you don't know if anything's going on behind the scenes with Rob and Keisha.
Yeah.
He come to us saying, like, all these things about Keisha. How do we know? Like, it's just what Rob's telling us. How do we not know that she hasn't got to him again? Do you know what I'm saying?
This is what I thought, and I
I'm worried
thought
about him,
maybe...
Maya.
Do you think that she wants us to play the receipts or tell us what Rob said so it can not be used as police, or she can find out exactly what he's been saying?
100%. I'm worried about him, Lou, because I tell you why. I do know you and Katie's done nothing wrong. Yeah, I get that. You've got all the receipts out there, and you can clean yourself 7 days a week, all day long. But this man Rob, please bear in mind, this man has got the C word. He have got the C word. And I think he's very gullible. Yeah? And you don't know what's been said. We have got to think of, I'm not telling nobody what to do. My opinion, Darren, you're a man, put yourself off mute. I'm sorry, Darren, I didn't, that sounded like I was bullying you. Did that sound like I was a bully?
Don't worry, go on, best girl. Anything, love, you know that.
What I'm saying, Darren, yeah, your wife is 100% right. Lou is 100% right. Because they haven't done no wrong. I get that, yeah? And they can prove it 7 days a week. But this man, it doesn't matter how we wrap it up and put it in a bow, he's still got that bad complaint, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, let's hope to God this man lives for years and it can be curable. Where Lakeisha's saying it's stage 4, where I'm hoping it's not, yeah?
Yeah,
Because
I
it
don't know
doesn't.
much about stage 4s and stuff. I've got to admit.
It's
Go
the
on, sorry.
last stage, Darren. Yeah,
Okay.
right. So let's look at it real now. Let's look at it in reality. Yeah, if this man is in a very bad way, you're
Pascal,
one.
though, listen, let's
I'm
not
so
turn
sorry,
this
I just
into
need to
about his illness. It's not about his
Okay,
illness.
okay. Your
You know
wife.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pascal, I'm so sorry, and I do, because Lou's played multiple, like, there's multiple videos out there where he's been going on live himself off his own
Yeah,
back.
but I wouldn't like no one to win it.
I've got these receipts. I'm going to show everybody what she's done to me. So if you're willing to go on live and you've got the confidence to do that in front of so many people, then why haven't you just come to one of us behind the scenes? You've got all of our numbers today to say, you know, this is a lie what she's been. That's all you have to say. This is a lie what she's been saying. Why is she letting up? Why is it when we're all the people that support him? Lou supports him massively. We've supported him. Pale supports him. Everybody on this app has had his back. So why are you letting people who actually cares about being made
How
out
do you
to
know
look like
Lakeisha
weak
ain't playing this
manipulative?
right now?
Possibly thrown under the bus. Do you know what I
At
mean?
this moment in time, all we have, is
It's
out of
Lakeisha.
Lakeisha's mouth. That is it.
And
That's
this could be
it.
playing. She could be playing us.
I've got
Listen,
the
all-
clips
This
of
is what I've
Rob
said.
coming up in the
I've said both
box.
sides today. I don't know. This is what I was trying to get other people's opinions. Didn't realise so many people was going to be here, but I'm trying to work out which side, because if this, I'm not saying it has, but if this has been a plan, then that is so wrong. But if it hasn't, then look at what she's doing to people.
And again, Lakeisha is using Rob to her advantage. Clearly.
Yeah.
The thing
Clearly.
is,
think so.
he's
But again,
been in my
let-
box loads of times saying, yeah, I'm going to do a live, the receipts are coming, I'm going to drop photos, there's screen, there's this, there's that. He's been like drip feeding that was going to be a big live, and he's revealing all of this stuff. Like, he's very proud of saying it.
Exactly. But I think because Kate wants to get these recordings out, we should just all go on mute and let her play the recordings, and then everybody can get the understanding of what's going on. But just to make sure, again, it's not about his illness. Nobody's questioning that.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's about showing she's a very dangerous person. She's very dangerous what she's doing right now.
And it's for you.
Because he
We're
felt
giving you,
pressured.
we're giving you all of the truth and the facts for you to make your mind up yourself. We're not trying to manipulate you into thinking our way or their way or anywhere in between. We're giving you the facts and the evidence for you to make your mind up yourself. That's what we're doing.
And this was what Lakeisha said on a live herself this morning.
What else to do? He had the whole app, including somebody else, which was Pearl, which was what Katie wanted on the phone. I'm not going to put any of this on Pearl. She's also been dragged into this, so she won't be getting a mention by the police. And also as well, even though I know she played a little role in it, Pearl, and I know the little, things that you did, you're going to get a pass with this one. And that's solely because of you, yeah, I get it. You've got somebody that's come to you, made out I've come from when they're grieving, but that wasn't the case. But I understand the role that you had to play. Now, where all this gets difficult now is because I've had to come out with this morning, it's going to leave Rob in a fucked up situation. But at the same time...
So she doesn't care herself. That's her best friend. And she's saying that's going to leave him in a fucked up position. It doesn't...
Yeah, it's not. Number one, Rob is ill. Nobody should be questioning Rob. Number two, at the end of the day, do you know what it took for him to go through all of that, to be approached and to be lied to? They even made him believe that I was behind the article. Okay? And he knew I wasn't. He had to play along with it. And this is how Rob is. You know, when you are putting somebody under pressure, and you've made people believe that I'd taken money off of him while he had the cancer. It wasn't the truth. We wasn't even in contact. That made him even feel more ill. The facts that Lou's reviews, you've used him and abused him, and I haven't contacted him since.
But why would he say it then? Why? You can't force him. You've just heard for yourself. He came to us. Lou showed the proof today. He came to us. I've got the full recording, which I'm not going to play, but I played you the start of it before to show that nobody was manipulated. All we did was support him. We told him it's in his own time. Whatever he wants to do, we will support him.
Katie, remember,
and
there's a video out there of her taking money off him. Just saying that as well.
The outing shows what kind of a person you are. And also as well, when he did contact me that night to say that this was all going down, I said to him, at the end of the day, well, they've done all this, too much was going on with me, they had too much going at me. And I said to him, I needed to see how far this woman would go. Listening to what she was saying to him on the phone, I wanted the viewers in the end, when all this comes out, because I'm going to go take some time out now in Spain, and when I get back, what I've been able to do is put the whole videos together. So you're going to be able to get the videos from the background and then the videos of how everything went down publicly and what was said from Lou's Reviews Live to then it went on to that live and then the aftermaths of how Rob was left. So I've said to Rob on the phone, listen, when this comes out, nobody's going to be mad with you because at the end of the day, yeah, you did something for your friend. That is loyalty. You had no choice, yeah? He had no choice, and which is the truth. And at the end of the day, he reached out to me and made me aware.
Sorry, let me just go back there.
How everything went down
Zoned out with their voice.
publicly and what was said from Lou's Reviews Live to then it went on to that live and then the aftermaths of how Rob was left. So I've said to Rob on the phone, listen, when this comes out, nobody's going to be mad with you because at the end of the day, yeah, you did something for your friend. That is loyalty. You had no...
Can you hear the manipulation in this?
Yeah, and she says he had no choice.
No choice, yeah? He had no choice, and which is the truth. And at the end of the day, he reached out to me and made me aware that it was going up, so I didn't take my life off and felt like I was getting backdoored. He's done the right thing. Now, when Robbie's ready, and he's ready, like how he was ready to ring me this morning after all this time and make me aware of everything, which I've recorded everything, which I'm not going to be playing right now. When the time is right, me and Rob will sit down together and we will have this conversation. Right now, I'm not in the headspace of what's just happened to me. Watching Sharon go through all of that, watching my friend be used when he was going through the stage 4 cancer, and the fact that he's been put in the middle of something which is so sick, to get one back over on me. Yeah, he knows where all that's come from. He knew it would come from bloody Tracy Loveridge, and then he knew it got sent to that. But in the phone calls, it was put that it was me that set Rob up, and it wasn't. So in his head, it was if he didn't have that phone call with me to basically go over everything that they'd said and fact-checked it all, then he would have been made to believe that that was the truth. And I said to him, you're going to have to make an option here. I need you to go up there, and because we need to see how far she'll take this.
Wow.
That's lies.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. So she's basically saying that she used him. She's used a vulnerable man who she knows very sick, who's supposed to be her friend.
Did I get that
basically
right,
controlling him.
Katie? In that recording when she said Rob went up there and wasn't letting me take the blame, so I didn't do something to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So she's. I've got no words.
And like we both agreed, they're both as nuts as each other. And we have agreed on that. They're fucking nuts. So the truth will come out, and I didn't want anybody thinking, I was being defeated or anything like that.
So, to be fair, sorry I was coughing then. To be fair, we've just heard it from her own mouth that she's manipulated him to doing something. She's manipulated him into doing this. She's just said it herself, hasn't she?
Definitely, 1,000,000%. So she doesn't realise she's just tripped herself up.
And this is what she does when she does these. She trips herself up that much, and when you actually, because she doesn't take a breath, so you zone out. I've zoned out a couple of times, to be fair, that's why I had to go back. But she doesn't take a breath, but then she slips up when you listen to her, how manipulative she is.
Is played out. She's a dangerous individual, but you're not smart. You're weak and you're slack. And this is what happens when you are dealing with somebody like me. So when you are going to the police and you are making all these reports and social services reports,
Let me just clarify one thing. If I had any police reports about her right now, I would not be getting up into the live for the last couple of weeks and playing her voice and everything that she said for one. And secondly, I have never and would never ever, after what, especially what's happened to us, do any social services report. And let me tell you now, if she thinks I have done this, she would have already come out on the app with it. She wouldn't be waiting to say it in this live to try and create more hate for me and make me look like I'm that type of person. She's not right. Honestly, she's wired wrong.
Have now is enough. You can't even take me to civil. With all the writing that you've wrote about me on social media, with writing all the queasy comments, with taking the kingdom down, with playing a role in it, and being a part of my very same creativity. You ain't got shit on me now, sweetheart, and that's what you call checkmate. So I can say what I want to say about you now. I can do whatever I want to do. I can come up here and run my mouth at any point. Do you know why, Kate? Because you did it to yourself. Now, you've engaged with me. You've not only engaged with me, but you've engaged with the kingdom to the point where the kingdom's even on your profile. You've done everything that's with me. You are at the side of me now, sweetheart. And engaging with me and doing all the engagement that you've done with a part of my fantasy and my creativity now solely shows that you can never take me to civil court. Now you understand. Now that is what you call checkmate. And
let me just get one thing straight as well. Why she's saying that is because when she was running all these 9-hour lives a day on us and saying all these lies, I did have a solicitor's letter sent out to her to tell her to stop because it's lies what she's saying. That's why she hasn't spoke until she brought us up a couple of weeks ago. If I wanted to, though, I've not said any lies on you. I've just played what's come out of your mouth, and you're affected by your own mouth. Now, if I did want to go back to civil court and get it for slander, and I've proved everything this past week to you, I've showed every lie that she said, I could do that, but I really wouldn't bother to be honest, because she hasn't got a penny to scratch her arse with. So why was I bothered to wasting my money when she's exposing herself out of her own mouth? Do you know what I mean?
that is what the kingdom was built for, precisely. So yeah, you ain't got a leg to stand on now. Not at the police station, not on a police report, not on a social services report. And guess what, Katie? Not even on a civil matter. Understand, you have to understand the illusion, Kate. We created the kingdom because we knew your mindset, okay? We've been studying it for 2.5 years. Just because you've been quiet, sweetheart.
Hang on a minute, hang on. She's been studying the kingdom for 2.5 years. What the fuck's she going on about?
He's tapped in the head, God love him.
Do you understand the lengths that you went to in the whole 2 years? These newbies like Loose Reviews and Tom and these ones that are getting involved, they don't understand the lengths that you'll go.
I don't know why she keeps saying as well 2 years, 2.5 years, because you've seen the videos for yourself where it was less than 12 months ago.
They don't know you. They've come across you recently. Okay.
And the reason why we're getting our truth out now is because we couldn't speak at the time, because we were in court, which a lot of you might not know, but we were actually in court at the time, so we couldn't come on and defend ourselves, which is how she was allowed to go on and on and on, which is why I paid for a letter to get sent out to her. This was 3 months before we lost Isla, that she was doing all of this. Now, because we've been mentioned the past couple of weeks, now we're going to get up and come and have our say, and we've showed you all the proof the past 2 weeks of what she's done and all the lies that she said. She's absolutely warped.
I understood the assignment, okay? And like I said, I am untouchable. You cannot take me to civil court. You cannot go to the police and say anything. You cannot cry about anything that has been said. Yeah, don't worry. We know, mummy. We know. And guess what? What will the court say? What will the court say when Katie played Katie Kingdom of Receipts and had all her enablers in her kingdom to bully and harass the Queen? Who has all the proof? You ain't got a leg to stand on, sweetheart. So what we're trying to say is, sweetheart, every step of this, like I said, yes, I did the awarenesses on you and you should have stuck to the truth. Then you would have had a solid case. Then it would have been like, do you know what? I had to look at it and say, she could have potentially been right. Maybe I did too many hours on the lives, you know. I agree with all the awarenesses that I did, but maybe I spent too many hours doing it. Maybe I was invested in it, right? I can get it, and it might cause impact. Okay, the truth hurts, right? But the way she did it was she didn't come to grieve. She didn't come to, you know, do any kind of awareness. This was all about revenge, and it was anybody else in the way of it was collateral damage. All these people like Rob and these other extra actresses that she brought up on Best Girls, they were all collateral damage. Yeah, a part of her disgusting. She needs help. And when she's on this app saying to people that they're twisted and they're unstable, this is why will forever be put in her situation. She's a dangerous individual that needs help mentally. She needs sectioning, and she needs help because her mind it's disgusting.
She's saying I need
certain
sectioning.
individuals like her on their panel speak about the mum Sam. When that day comes, yeah, and everybody involved like Lose Reviews and Tom and everybody else, Laura MD, all them individuals, World of Jenny, that enabled Kate to do that to the mother that hasn't even been able to speak out yet, that day will come. And I will stand alongside that. At that point, yeah, Rob's had no choice because he felt pressured. When these other extra actresses that she brought up on Best Girls, they were all collateral damage. Yeah, a part of her disgusting. She needs help. And when she's on this app saying to people that they're twisted and they're unstable, this is why she's...
Sorry, I just have to say, somebody's just said in the comments, I thought we'd seen some characters on TikTok, but she's another level. So she's pretending to be like a Star Wars character or something now, I believe. And she's saying that I need sectioning.
Will forever be put in her situation. She's a dangerous individual that needs help mentally. She needs sectioning, and she needs help because her mind it's disgusting. And the way certain individuals like her on their panel speak about the mum Sam, when that day comes, yeah, and everybody involved like Lose Reviews and Tom and everybody else, Laura MD, all them individuals, World of Jenny, that enabled Kate to do that to the mother that hasn't even been able to speak out yet, that day will come. And I will stand alongside that mother. And you know, lots of people will stand by us. Lots of people, just because they didn't say anything now, yeah, doesn't mean that people didn't. Do you know how many people said, I salute Her Majesty for standing firm, watching her go through all of that with the Hardys? Yeah? By myself. The only reason why it got too much in the end is my friend stabbed herself. And I couldn't comprehend her stabbing herself and being back online. I couldn't comprehend it in my head. It wasn't the fact that the daughter come up. It was the fact that my friend is not receiving the help and I can no longer help her. I love her. I miss her dearly.
And that's why she was that concerned. She wouldn't end her life to go and help her friend when her friend had just done that to herself. But as she said, that wasn't part of the plan. The kingdom has fallen.
Yeah, she actually she spent that time, instead of calling an ambulance, sending pictures to people blaming them for what her friends had done instead of calling an ambulance.
Until she helps herself, me and Ramia can't be around her. Now, if she would have gone and got the help, me and Ramia could have been around her. There would have been nothing the police and social services would have said. Sammy's more than welcome to have a platform here, and she knows that. Because whoever I've got friends that will probably know her. They know I'm speaking. They know. You know what? There was some purple hearts in here the other day, right? When I finally told Kate about herself, because I've waited for months, and you know, like there's always signs, yeah, of you know, and like that's all I have to leave it with. There's always signs, and you know, I'm an empath, so I always know, you know, what's going on around me. And, you know, there's nobody else that would have done it. There would have been nobody else. And at the end of the day, yeah, if my daughter would have been in that situation, my daughter has a stepmom, right, called Courtney, and my daughter loves her. She absolutely loves her. And if my daughter, touch wood, you know, ever, God forbid, got ill, and you know, I lost it mentally, and somebody else looking after my daughter, and I couldn't touch her physically or mentally and do anything like that. You know, sometimes when you're a mum, you have to. You know, I.
So we've already said, baby, you still there? We've already shown this week.
I'm here.
Isla's mum had ample opportunity to be her mum. She didn't want to, unfortunately. She didn't want to be her mum. That's why Isla was removed and placed back with Darren. Honestly, it sounds like them two would make the greatest of friends, and I really hope that she brings it to the app. Honestly, I really do. That will not happen. It's been months now, but honestly, when this all comes out in a couple of months' time, which it will do, you're going to be absolutely shocked at what's been going on, and that she is obviously being involved in.
Hold my heart and say, you know what, in this world, I've done good.
Wait till you see what Lakeisha is enabling here.
I will not apologising. I will not turning back time. I believe in what I believe in, and like I said, it's all there in black and white. People want to be in denial. People, you know, want to cover things. People want to think that certain things are normal. And so,
just want me to keep playing this bit or skip through it a little bit? What do you want me to do?
Well, it's your life, Katie. Do whatever you want.
sorry, sweetheart, but I know what right and wrong is for anybody that doesn't and isn't able to have a voice. Ooh, is this Chris? Is this bloody Chris? Where did you go? Video recordings, everything that's been put together as well. At the end of the day, you need to see sometimes, you know, the lengths that people will go to. This is not me coming back on. I need to, and when you're going to be questioning Rob as well, I also want you to take all this into consideration. The man was going through stage 4 cancer. He was approached and believed that I did an article and that, you know, I'd gone through a grieving family, and if he basically didn't do this, then he'd be basically on the side. I'm also as well going to show you, when I come back on my return, there was a video put up about me and I was speaking about the Hardys. Now underneath that, this is where it all started with Rob, where Katie went for Rob. Now initially it started because I must have said something about the Hardys, and Rob must have put a smiley face underneath it on the FYP, and Katie's wrote underneath, so you agree with what she's saying. And that's when she's gone and made a thingy for Rob, basically pouring into his head that I've come for a grieving family and basically he needs to do something, you know, and help, basically because she's been going around this app, damaging people's life, doing this, doing that, putting the most, to the point where he's texting me and I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Listen to the recordings, listen to what I said, listen. And then he's like, right, they want me to go up. I said, you're going to have to go up. Just don't mention my name and let's see how far she'll take it.
So, did you notice, Pearl, in your live that he wouldn't mention her name? That no. This is the little clues where I'm in the middle of, I don't know what to think here, because that's true. He would not mention her name in the live, and everyone was really confused to the point where I had to say it in the end because nobody knew what was going on, and it was like, what is the point in this live? Does that make sense?
Well, that's what I said to him. I said, because he was talking about like his illness and how he was feeling. So I said, Rob, I said, we've got this live so you can tell your point. Did you say to us? And then I said about everything that he had said, and that was like he'd mentioned Keisha then. But until then, yeah, you're right, he wouldn't mention her name. So it could be right.
Why you see Rob didn't mention anything. It was Katie that were doing all the talking. It was Katie and then Darren that was saying everything. And this is what we wanted it down to. So in the end, when all this is done and said, we can show you the lengths that Katie were going to, just from when she started, when Rob put the smiley face on what I said about the Hardys, and she wrote underneath. So you're supporting what she's saying then. Then contacted him. Not lose reviews, So Lou's Reviews never contacted him about any of that. It was her that contacted him, and then she got Lou's Reviews on board, and then...
Does everyone hear the recording I played before at the start of the phone call to show that that's a lie? Because if anybody didn't hear it, I'll play it again. It's only dead quick.
Got Pearl as well on board, and Darren in a call, and then he messaged me to say that this is all going down, and I said to him, right, you go on there, but just do not open your mouth. Just keep sustained. Let them do the talking. Because when all is said and
That's what he did.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. And what did I say to you, Pearl? I do not want to jump up into this live because I started thinking I do not want to jump up into this live and speak for him or speak about anything unless he's here in the live with us.
You did.
So let me just play this at the start of the phone call, which they didn't know that I had.
Hiya, babe. Oh, I've just done something through his computer by accident. Can you hear us, Rob?
Yeah, no problem.
Hello, Rob. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks, Kate. Absolutely wonderful. How are you?
So Rob went to Lou's Reviews first, which she's proved today. She's shown the screenshots where he went to her in the live and asked for advice. Then he told Lou everything that had happened on the phone. And then Lou contacted me, really, really worried about him, and then Lou put me in a call with Rob. And when she's saying, because you wouldn't have heard this as well, when she's saying that we manipulated him and we blackmailed him and he was worried and this, that and the other, this is just one part of the call where you can clearly see there's no manipulation here.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I've got a few. I obviously need to ring the police and stuff, and then we need to have the conversation. So it's no rush anyway. We just take our time. We don't have to rush into anything just yet.
Yeah.
You've obviously only just come out with all of this to us, and it's massive for you to come out to trust us. We feel honoured that you've come to us and you trust us with this, and we will do everything to support you.
I've been contacted by two hunters.
Yeah.
done, you'll see it wasn't them. Because this is Rob being forced on the live. He didn't know what to do. He felt fucking uncomfortable. You could even see that on the live. So that's what...
He did look uncomfortable. And at the time, we didn't know whether it was because because he's the one who wanted to do that. He wanted to come on the live. I've got part of that call as well where he's talking about he wanted to. He's done it himself. He's been on his own lives where he said, I'm going to come with all the receipts and I'm going to bring this. I'm going to start doing my own lives. He wanted to do that. And then once he jumped up in the box, it's like he was very shy and kept talking about his illness and didn't want to talk about what the phone call. I was actually sat there thinking, like, this is not... It's not what
me too.
You know what I mean? Did you think that as well, Pearl?
Yeah, it was like, and I thought, is it because like he's not very well and he's not remembering why he's up here? And that's why I said, Rob, are we going to carry on and talk what you spoke about on the phone call? I had to like keep asking him, did he want to speak about it? And he said, oh, yes. So
yeah, when you watch that back, there it is on the FYP, Pearl's live. You know, he is sat and he's smiling and he's winking at somebody. It's very, very confusing, I'm not going to lie.
yeah.
Everything that's coming out of their mouth, he's just saying, yep. And then after that, he doesn't get contacted by Lou's Reviews. He's left. They'll probably contact him now after all this has come out. Because obviously the collateral damage now with when the truth actually hits and you'll see all the recordings being put together. This is going to be like a slideshow. And Lou's Reviews, you went and got yourself involved with Katie Hardy and put yourself into the biggest mess. I don't think you really realise what you was actually in. And I did try to tell you on more than 7 occasions, and just because you've took yourself from around that person and you haven't been doing this and that, you engage with my baby daddy's sister that has tried to have my daughter removed. You engage with the Hardys that you manipulate.
And this is exactly what she was doing after doing the absolute worst to us. She was going around to everyone saying, don't let him, which is what makes me believe even more that she was behind that message that got sent from Tracy Loveridge to say, don't box the Hardys, they've done this, Pearl's done an exposure live on them, and then she sent over the Google search about Rob. That makes me think even more because she's saying it herself now. We knew that she has been going around all of the creators where I've been finally having our say and putting the truth out, saying, don't let Casey in the box, don't let Casey in the box.
Viewers at the same time as Kate did and made them believe that I came from a grieving family, and that's why you was doing all these awareness pages on me. You didn't just do that, Lou. You also as well brought one of my dying friends up to lie and do all the extra stuff on Pearls as well, because you played your role in that as well. And you also lied to the viewers and made them believe that Rob had contacted you to have some sort of help.
So why are you doing all this now? If he's your dying friend, like what you're saying, and he's your best friend and you're so protective of him, you've just turned around and said, oh, this might put Rob in a very bad position. So if he's, if he's everything that you're saying, why are you doing this to him right now? It doesn't make any sense to protect yourself, to make it look, do you know what I mean? To create hate for me. So you're willing to do this to your friends to try and get back at me and lie about me. That shows everything I need to know about you. It's disgusting.
Over this bloody...
I'll tell you why, babe. It's because she's scared now, because she said the utmost about us for months and months and months and months, spinning her lies. And now that you're coming back with the truth, it shows exactly what that person's like. So these are the lengths, clearly time after time, that we're seeing that she is going to.
Yeah.
This is the half of the lies and the manipulation. You had a...
Yeah, I just want to clarify that as well. He's not what, as far as I know, he is not what she's just said, because he told us on the phone that he's had the all clear. As far as I know, that was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
You used and abused a stage 4 man that had stage... You had used and abused a man that had stage 4 cancer. To get one back over on me, and you helped Kate at the side of that. But what you haven't really realised is you also allowed Kate to go onto your panel and say all this foul stuff about the mother that is grieving and is not on the app. Okay? She hasn't even said her side. So when... I'm
going to play this to you actually, just a minute. When she's saying that she's not on the app. Just all remember... Oh, shit. Sorry, just all remember the Tom Baines account that was doing the worst to us, putting our addresses out there, got somebody to come down to Isla's funeral and take pictures and use them in a negative way on the account, trolling us, trolling her, just all...
Not just in a negative way, babe. They took pictures of Isla's funeral, of Isla's hearse, of Isla's coffin, and trolled us on the day that on the day of Isla's funeral. That's what they done.
Yeah, it was doing it was trying to get into everyone. Remember, all the creators remember, because it was inboxing, or this account was inboxing all of the creators, going into the lives, trying to get them to do exposures on us, and it was absolutely disgusting. This is the account that Lakeisha was using when she was doing her awareness lives on us. That was absolutely full of lies. Now let me just play this to you. Give me 1 second. This is Isla's mum. Out of her own mouth.
Post about the dog and about the...
Let me just go back.
Seen Tom Baines' new post about the dog and about the babies. They're gonna know it's come from me. They're gonna be able to link me to that, because they're gonna say, well, how did we know all this stuff about the dog being racist and that? Like, how on earth am I gonna fucking talk me out of that one if they're in the busies on me now?
Yeah.
Tom Baines.
Did you all hear that?
Yeah.
So when she's saying that this mum isn't on the app, she is. She's just behind feeding fake accounts with all sorts of lies, trolling her own daughter, and the dad that has had full custody of her since she was 1 and did everything for that little girl. That's what she was more bothered about. Instead of when she kept her away for 5 months, instead of being the mum and making up for all the lost time and being there and caring for her and loving for her, she was, and it's been proven with hair strand tests, she didn't stop drinking, unfortunately, she didn't stop taking drugs, and she was behind all these troll accounts.
And within that time that she was with Isla was with her biological mum, she wasn't spending time with her. She was left with Nan. She'd left her with her Nan. So wouldn't you think after, 8.5 years, you know, you'd kept her away from me, you had all of this time with her, and you still didn't spend that time with Princess?
To the point where, as you know, Isla was removed because they found her not being able to even say her name instead of looking after her daughter, and she got put straight back with Darren. And then, I can't say too much because there's other stuff going on, but you'll know in the future, a couple of months' time, you'll see it all.
When Sam does eventually come up as well, I cannot wait for what she has to say about what you said and allowed about her daughter on your panel. Not only did you do that, you got yourself involved in something that you know fuck all about because you wanted.
As did you, love.
Even said her side. So when Sam does eventually come up as well, I cannot wait for what she has to say about what you said and allowed about her daughter on your panel. Not only did you do that, you got yourself involved in something that you know fuck all about because you wanted a little bit of click and a little bit of views, and you tried to manipulate people believing that this was some person that has lost a child and people had been bullying them when they'd lost this child. I'm sorry, but nobody had said anything in the 2 years. And if you look on the FYP, which you have done, Lose Reviews, you'll see that
I don't think I need to, but I can play right now some of the vile stuff that she's been saying about us for the past couple of weeks, which is why we have had to come up now to not let what happened last year happen again to us, because we want to clear our name from all the vile stuff that she did to us less than 12 months ago while we were going through all of this, while we were putting safeguarding concerns in, knowing that Isla was being left in a vulnerable, unsafe situation. We were dealing with all of that, and she held live after live after live on us, and we couldn't have our say because we were in court. Now we've come up to have our say. Now she's doing all of this.
No child was ever mentioned, and it was sole purpose of financial gain. That's all it was. So you put yourself in something what you know fuck all about, and you've also been collateral damage in this. Because when all is said and done, I cannot wait to have your life. And I've been telling you for weeks, yeah, that you are in something that you know fuck all about. And if I'm up there and I'm telling them people, am I fuck gonna say sorry? Am I fuck putting out a public apology? And you can give me any kind of fucking war. Do you know why she was using you and not the other creators? Why do you think the other creators weren't allowing on their platform Lose Reviews? Why do you think that you was getting used? Nobody. Your collateral damage, yeah? So when all the videos come up and everything is done and said,
this girl has done the absolute worst to Lou over the past couple of weeks. She's tried to get in touch with Lou's baby dad. She's mocked her addiction, where Lou's doing really well now. She's doing absolutely amazing. She spoke about her kids. She's done the absolute worst to Lou. And Lou, being the person that she is now, wanting to better herself, hasn't even reacted to it. And do you know what, Lou? I don't know how you've done it, honestly, because some of the stuff I've heard her saying about you has been absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, thanks. She's been awful, like, honestly, mad.
You're also in the police report as well. And people are going to know what you did, not only to Rob, but to Sam as well, and her daughter that is no longer here. Honestly, what you allowed to be said, what you allowed...
How does she even... She's saying that she doesn't know Sam and she's had no contact with her, so what is she even talking about? She talks out of her heart, honestly.
Out on your panel to be said about that mother is unforgivable. Okay? Is unforgivable. And I'm sorry, but none of us know what that mum was going through. We're only hearing what other people are telling us. We don't know what that mum was going through. We don't know why the child got removed.
Exactly, so why are you getting involved in something that you don't know about?
He was on drugs.
Well, we've showed the proof, haven't we, of that, unfortunately.
Because the woman's gagged. Yeah? At the hands of the monster that tried gagging me 2 years ago, that now can no longer gag me because she's been a part of the kingdom. Bullying Lakeisha in the kingdom, calling me Queesha and posting it all online. And not just that, being a part of every single live, doing the most. Not Keisha. Do you know what Keisha, you know what she's got on Keisha? Asking for a few receipts. You don't see Keisha up there calling Kate any names.
Can I just say, if any of you haven't seen, because there's a lot more people in this live, she wasn't just up there asking for receipts. She was up there doing polls on my mental health, whether I actually wanted Isla. She was signposting, playing the account, the Tom Baines account that had my address on, pictures of my house. She was looking through all my Facebook. She admits that herself. She knows that I had to shut all my social medias down because she was doing deep diving, and not once did she come back with one single receipt of a screenshot on Facebook from years ago. Nothing, not one receipt where I've been nasty, anything at all, for months.
You don't see Keisha up there bullying Kate. You don't see Keisha up there trying to bring down Kate's platform. You don't see Keisha obsessed with Kate. All you see is Keisha doing some receipts 2 years ago. And this is a woman that wanted me to be arrested. This is a woman that wants to take me to court. This is a woman that wants to take me to civil court. Checkmate, sweetheart.
Oh, she's lost it. Absolutely lost it.
Start for revenge. So Kate, like Darren was saying,
would anyone blame us even if we did want revenge? This is not being about revenge. This is about us proving all the lies and everything that you did to us. This is us reacting to what you did to us that left Isla in a vulnerable position because of all your social services reports, everything that you did. This is us getting our proof out.
God, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to pray, because imagine knowing that you tried to destroy me. I thought that you took down the kingdom, and the kingdom was created to take down yourself.
Oh.
So you couldn't take me to court, so it could solely prove that you are as mad as what you're trying to make me out to be.
And you're the one talking about kingdoms. Oh my God.
Listen,
I can't with this girl, honestly.
The plan with Sharon. That was my own moves, my own chessboard. That was already installed for this witch. She's absolutely delusional. She thought she could beat me. She should have come up and been the grieving stepmother and said,
wow.
2 years ago, Lakeisha Black did awarenesses on us, and this is how it made us feel. I haven't been able to say anything for the past 2 years because I haven't been strong enough to say it. She really hurt us. This is the
I'm glad if I not said that.
She showed all the memories of the stepmom that she was, and and painted herself in a light, and take some accountability for some of them lives that you did yourselves.
What?
That was screen recorded, and all I did was look at what you said on your screen record and say out of my own mouth. It wasn't a fucking crime, Kate. That's why the police didn't arrest me. That's why the civil court said there's nothing to answer for. All she's doing is looking at videos on the FYP and asking you what you're saying out of your own mouth. It's not a crime. If you would have done it authentic, and come up as the grieving thing, then you've had all this time. This has suddenly happened, and you want your revenge back. But the way you've done it, you lost, unfortunately.
She's absolutely
And
tacky,
when I put up the Star Wars and that the kingdom had fallen, it wasn't my kingdom. It was your own. That you created off the back of myself to bully myself. Okay? It wasn't about getting awareness out, Kate. It wasn't about bringing the receipts out, Kate. This was about revenge, Kate. Okay, there's a difference, Kate, and I'm able to prove that now, Kate. So no matter whatever you throw my way, sweetheart, my defence is now clearly there. It's all there in black and white. All the screenshots, all the comments, all the back and forth, doing the kingdom.
Do you know what? You're right. She is seriously not well, and listening to it makes me think, should I even be playing this right now? But how can I not come on and defend myself when she's going around the app saying all of this? Do you know what I mean? But she's not well.
Exactly.
She is seriously not well.
I'm not being awful, me baby, but she's put my brain into overload. I'm sick of hearing about the fucking kingdom. Listen, I'm going to jump off.
No, go on, Pearl.
Well done to you. And again, you've got nothing to be bothered about. You never done nothing wrong on a call. You force nobody to do anything. But from the sounds of it, it's like she's controlling them. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, she is. And I think we need to, Rob, if you're listening, you just need to reach out to us, honestly. Like, this is what I wanted to get. I know it drains on then, didn't it? And she does get
watching. And if he is, he knows he's going to get help off everybody. So don't be scared. If you are, Rob, please jump in and defend yourself, because it's looking bad for you. Like you were part of a plan, as she says. Never mind. Anyway, my Katie and everybody in the boxes, good night, God bless, and I'll see you all later.
See you later,
Good
Bubble.
night,
It's like a
Bye.
bedtime story, isn't it?
It is,
My
it
God
is.
bless,
Yeah,
Pearl.
like you
Thank
just
for
start
having me.
listening and you're
Bye,
like, good night,
thanks.
Pearl.
darling.
Loads of love, Pearl.
You, s-
Used to. Good night. Goodbye, God bless.
you start
Night,
listening
God
to
bless.
it and then it's like, you can't
Good night,
actually
God
believe
bless.
what you're hearing, can you? So you just listen because you're like, am I actually hearing the shit that she's saying right now?
Yeah.
It's madness. Do you know what? I was going to show. I don't even know whether anybody want to see it because she makes your brain hurt, doesn't she? But there is loads of posts that she's put up where she's saying, what was she saying in them posts, Lou, about Rob being involved in it and this, that and the other. And this is all we wanted to get to the bottom of, really. We don't need to prove ourselves any more than what we have the past couple of weeks, which is why I haven't showed you any more evidence. Like, I'm literally past that now. But, you know, if she is controlling Rob and he is in a vulnerable position right now, which it sounds like, she's a dangerous person. And Rob, all you need to do is reach out to one of us. Like, you'll still get the same support, but it is sounding a little bit like you were involved in it right now.
And
So
by
all we
staying
wanna do-
silent is not helping anybody. Do you know what I mean? It's making it look more like he is involved by staying silent. All he has to do is reach out. If he doesn't want to reach out, then that's absolutely fine. But we needed to play all of this in order for you to make your own mind up yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
What is everyone's opinions in the comments, guys? What is everyone's opinions? Do you think that it's true what she's saying, or do you think that she's controlling him? This is what we wanted opinions on.
I tell you what. Can you do a poll?
Do a poll. I'll do a poll.
And let's-
Happy face, she's controlling him. Sad's face. What was the other one?
He's part of
Happy
the plan.
face, she's controlling him. Sad face, he's involved.
Yeah.
Happy face, she's controlling him. Sad face, he's involved.
do you want me to show the receipt dead quickly, the comment receipt? So I got the comments back from my live stream to show that Rob's comment. I can get it where his name comes up. I've just scrolled a bit too far, but as you can see, he says, I'll call you when I come off, need some advice. Then here's me giving my number there. You've also got, hang on, I think that must be, there's other things as well, but that just proves that
Everybody
I've got,
thinks he's being controlled.
yeah, I know, 1 second, I'm just getting the other thing. So this is so there's the 21st of January, and he video called me after I sent my number to him. And then I rang him back to say, look, I've had to tell Katie because I'm not worried about you. And that's when the first message, so he contacted me. I've also got the call logs to show that, which is there. So there's the call logs, Rob, the 21st. That's there. And
Can I just say to some of these comments dead quickly? So people are saying about recording the call. Now what you need to understand is, imagine if we didn't record that call, what situation would we be in now with no receipt to be able to back us up? Does that make sense? So with the games that have been played in the past, we had to record that call to protect ourselves. Yes. Now, thank God we did, because look at the situation that we're in. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that understood? Do people get that?
Well, so sorry. I mean, to. Also, the way he was, what he told Lou, myself, Darren, and Pearl on the phone absolutely broke us. It did. And we wanted to make sure that if anything happened to him, like what he said he was scared about, if anything happened to him, then we can go and say, well, this is what he told us a couple of days ago, to safeguard him as well. You know, you've got to protect yourself on this app, unfortunately. This is, look at what we're talking about right now. Look at what this app's come to.
Everybody thinks is got something on him.
Everyone what, babe?
Everybody thinks like Rob's made to do it.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's it's a really bad situation, isn't it?
It is,
Because
yeah.
if he is being made to do all of this, that it's bad. It's weird.
It is.
It's warped. It's not these are not right things
No.
that for somebody to get a vulnerable man to do. But if it is the other way, and it's mad. I can't even. My head's battered with it all. To be honest, I just
Darren,
hope to God that Rob's all right. No
I
matter
do.
what happens, I just hope he's all right, and
Me
I hope
too.
that he's not being manipulated into doing anything that he doesn't want to do. Do you know what I mean? Because
That's what I'm hoping.
we've got 100% of what we need to back ourselves up to prove that we didn't manipulate anybody. Do you know what I mean? So, and I think that was what this live was about tonight, guys, just to prove our point of the story.
Yeah.
But we'll always provide you with facts, and we will always let you make your mind up yourself. We will never manipulate you in any way, shape or form.
Let me just let you know as well, loads of us have reached out to Rob today. He's been on Lose Live. You know, he's been on the app. He's not live, but he has been floating about the app. And, you know, he reached out to us last time and told us a lot. So I don't understand why he's not reaching out again. I really don't.
You think
He's
he's
got all
really,
of our
really
support.
scared?
It could be, but it could be one of two things. It's like anyone
This is what
can
we're
make the mind up, but we
confused
don't
about.
actually know what the truth is until Rob comes up and says, "Do you know what, guys? You know," and just tells us truth. And that's all we're asking. We're only
Yeah,
asking for truth.
at the minute, it's looking like she is absolutely controlling and manipulating him. You know, she says it herself that she's getting him to do all of this stuff. It shows how dangerous she is.
100%.
Gary.
Do you know what, babe? I'm going to drop out now anyway. Guys, make
Yeah,
sure
I'm
you're
gonna
following
drop out
everyone
now
up
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah,
Just
thanks,
follow
Katie.
Katie, best girl a
I'm
follow.
saying.
Nick a follow, Lou a follow, Katie a follow, me a follow. Make sure you're following everyone up, please, guys.
Everybody follow me.
Yeah. I
Love
do
you.
want to end on just saying, Rob, if you are watching, I'm sure that you might be, but if you are, just reach out to one of us. You know, you had all of our support last time. You opened up to us last time, and we'll
We'll
support
continue
you
to
again.
support you,
But
mate. We will.
do
We'll
not be
continue to
controlled
support
by
you.
this person. You know, you've done it before. You've done it once before. You can do it. You can definitely do it again.
Yeah.
But we've all got your back, haven't we? All of us.
1,000,000%.
So much
1,000,000%.
support on this app because we all know how dangerous and vile this person is.
Yeah.
You know, and I wouldn't be sassy and saying reach out again if you didn't reach out the first time. You can do it. You've done it before. But we have all got your back to do it again.
And literally, we wouldn't say a word like if he did come forward, or if we got told the truth, like, and it was in a situation, I wouldn't anyway. If it meant getting to the truth,
Me too.
I'd keep his confidence. Like, fuck, no offense, but fuck anyone else. Like,
Yeah.
so sad to
Listen.
get the
And
answers.
listen, we would never have used that recording unless we had to back ourselves up, and that's a fact. And I
Look, I
can't even
haven't
believe
played
that
any
we're
of
in
the
this
of the
situation,
recording.
to
I
be
just
honest.
wanted to shut down what she was saying, and it proves that she's the one really who's being quite manipulative, doesn't it? It shows that she's lying more than anything, and that she's controlling him, and that's the only reason it played. You know, if I was to sassy and I wanted to get all this revenge and this, that, and the other, I'd have played the whole clip. I would have played the whole recording to you, but I don't want to do that. I want to make sure, you know, if there is something going on, that Rob's getting support and he's safeguarded away from her.
Yeah.
But we can't do any of that without finding, you know, without Rob coming forward and telling us the truth, which he's done before. So I just hope that, you know, he can do it again, because he doesn't need to be scared of it. It's like she's a nobody.
Rob, if you want to
100%.
inbox me, you can do. Rob, I'm a good listener. Rob, you got my phone number. I'm not going to record or anything. If you need help, Rob, I will help
Can I
you.
just say, some people are saying call Ems. With what Ems is going through at the moment with Faithy, do you think that she needs any of this? Do you really? Do you know what I mean? Why bring somebody else involved into a messed up situation when she's already going through such a hard time at the moment with Faithy? Like,
Yeah.
why would I do that to her as a friend? No, it only takes one person to come up and tell the truth. That's it. It's that simple. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to shut this down now, guys, but I don't know what else to say, really. We'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
Yeah,
hope that
well,
you
listen,
reach
I'm
out.
starving, babe, so come on, let's get some scranning.
I'm glad, Lou, I'm glad you've been able to come out and speak the truth, and just have to wait and see what happens from here. But yeah,